I'm going to do this in sections, okay? So I'm going to try to break, I should set my phone up for like 15, 20-minute increments. And that way, or I might just break it down into, the first 20 minutes was introduction. And that way, if you want to watch the introduction, you can, which can be really helpful because I'll go over things, of course, leading into the week. And then maybe I'll start a section on, beginning of lecture, middle lecture, I don't know. Really, as you guys know, lab-based, right? So we're gonna be getting into Illustrator. We're gonna have some fun. Fun's relative. And we'll go from there. And apparently my internet connection is unstable. That's amazing. So I'm hoping everybody is doing well. I'm going to go here and share my screen with everybody. That's a good place to begin. Yay, all right. And so we have a few things here. I always like to look. There we go. And we've got, what do we got going on? Oh, Mamma Mia. Anybody else nervous? Oh, it's just me? Okay. You guys were like, no, I'm in my jammies. Are you kidding me? Could I be freaking nervous? So let's go in. If you guys haven't been into Canvas yet, why not start there? Yeah. So if you guys go ahead, you can get into your dashboard. You can find this, of course, through your My Moco. Maybe I will just go here and disable that for now. Again, welcome everybody. This is awesome. Great turnout. Yep, we're in a Zoom. Thank you very much. And don't need that. All right. So as mentioned, maybe we are starting here. Yeah. And so if you start at the home page and you haven't done Canvas, or we haven't been in there yet, no worries. I think it's pretty simple to find. It literally is your first thing, and it just says My Canvas, right? So if you guys want to start there, probably be a good place. Yeah. So we'll start at the beginning, so they say. And I'll periodically check the. Oh yeah, Kayla. Uh-oh, shoot. So that might be me. Anybody else having a difficult time? Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Amazing. Yeah. First day Zoom issues. Yeah. All right. Yeah, my internet's been whack. Of course it has been. And also we had, oh my God, the one day, it's been so fine till last night. I swear to God. I mean, I didn't do that. I apologize. That was not right. Yay, Sierra, thank you. Jean, yay. Now we're cleaner. All good. It's not horrible. Okay. Make me feel a little better. Maybe, do I have too much open? Again, we have 30 on the stream. I'm, typically, I think this might be the largest stream I've ever had. Typically, if I get 20, I'm like, yeah, all right, 20 people. So, this is a larger one. Can I ask all of you to possibly hide your video? I love to see you in the morning. This is nothing personal, but it just uses up, it uses up bandwidth. So that, again, if we're all streaming video, when I ask, don't worry, I'd love to see you. And maybe when we do question answer period, I would love for you guys to click back into the video for me. That'd be great. Or maybe when we begin and then at the end, or anyway, nothing personal as I mentioned. Because yes, this is all about face-to-face, and being able to see your face is kind of part of that. If you haven't changed your profile picture, please do. That's another way that I can see you, right? And then I can see that you're here and smiley, and maybe you're like, yeah, not so much. Oh, good. Yeah, sure, Tom. I get it. Netflix. Hopefully we're good. And yeah, we're not playing video games while or maybe we are playing video games while we're listening to me talk, and that's okay too. But hey, it's more so once we get into it, because we're gonna want to follow along. So there we go. My Zoom. I'm hoping that the internet's clearing up. That maybe me. Don't, like I said, it's possible it's me because of last night everything. Hey, we got an update for Illustrator. Whoop whoop, yeah! So everyone got probably 20 updates yesterday or the other day. So that's always a great thing leading into right, leading into. So if you guys yes, anyway, I'll try not to get distracted. If you guys do have a question for me, oh man, yeah, did I mention? It's if that's not. I'm kidding. Sorry. You guys are like, you're not funny. Okay, so VDF is right here. Yeah. I sent this around to everyone. So I think some of us have watched it. So thank you for that. And welcome. We're back. So this is your homepage for all of your courses. Not all your courses, but this course specifically. You guys can find on your dashboard. Take a step back here. You've got your, you should have a few courses above here, I would imagine. If you don't have courses here, it's possible that we're still working on it. So go easy on us, yeah, if you could. Remember, this is new for everybody, right? Not only new, but we have a ton of things going on. Transferring everything online. New operating system, basically new learning platform. So we're all doing our damnedest to get this up and ready for you guys as well in time. So please be patient is what I mean. And I get, again, we might be a little freaking out because we just want to get in. I'm hoping now that we've got our VDF class up there, you guys can go in, check it out. They're all going to look very similar. So that's that. If you guys want to click into that program, rock and roll. And also a few things just to call out. If you guys want further, not that you're going to, I say you're not going to need it, but it can't hurt. You have this Growing with Canvas, which actually is Passport with Canvas, I believe, for you guys, the student version. I've added that to resources, but you can get there. And I did up a video as well here in all courses. And if you click in all courses, everybody, it will take you to this thing. Oh yeah, I'm slow. You guys are probably cutting out. I'm sorry. Browse more courses, right? And then you should have all the courses that you maybe are enrolled into. Yeah. And then what you can do is star them. So you'll notice we have unpublished courses down here. And then if you guys go in and you, sorry, let me try that again. If you find that you don't see courses, it's possible that you just need to star them. See this? So I went into the all courses there, everybody, and I just kind of went click. And you guys, in all fairness, I don't imagine you need to star any of them because they will all be brought forward for you. I'm just showing you this maybe for next semester. If you want to unstar a course, that it will just kind of, yeah. And maybe that's more of a faculty thing, but I just wanted to show that to you. But your Growing with Canvas or your Passport to Canvas, you can find there as well. And that was in the all courses, browse more courses. And you should have a Passport for Canvas student version, which is right there. And then all you have to do is join this course, okay? And that's, again, if you want to go deeper than what we're doing today. I, of course, want to get through our lesson. We got a lot to cover off today with all of our just getting started and are getting our feet wet and so on and so forth, as it were. So we've got that, okay? So if you want to do that anytime, we're going to be busy, right? For sure, yeah? You guys are going to have quite a bit of classes all in a fairly small length of time. So just to kind of call out, I'm not sure if you guys were aware, and I wasn't really even all that aware, but you guys have 6 weeks, not 7. Were you guys aware of that for this semester? I just thought I'd throw that out there. All right. So what does that mean for you? Well, it means it's going to be a little bit less work. Don't worry. Don't worry. We didn't jam in 14 weeks into 6. Yeah, so Kim, that's why it was a little weird with the timing. So no, at the end of the day, you know what it is. We won't be doing one project, is what it ends up being. It's not no stress. We're gonna have 6 hours of Illustrator every week after we get through this first week. We're gonna have tons of time. All right. So there's no stress in that regard. And if anything, I would say probably a little nicer because it should be a little bit less on the assignment heavy base. And when you check out, and maybe you have, if you check out the assignments, and we'll do that together, of course, in our vector design fundamentals, you'll find very small in comparison to our in comparison to CAB class, for instance, where CAB was like, oh my gosh, and you probably looked at that like, oh. So we're not like that. We're good. Yeah. So if you guys want to click in here, let's begin. Yay, we made it. We're online. We're Zooming. Yeah. And we've made it to our first class on time for the most part. Yeah. I'm still waiting for my coffee. If anybody else is waiting for coffee, you guys are good. You can take off don't go anywhere. What I mean by is you can leave your seat and go get your coffee. I might just, I think I've got mine coming for me. So my daughter might deliver it. That being said, daughter is here. If you guys have, it might be green screen because again, I did an update just yesterday and everything's, now everything's just, oh, I hope you can hear me okay. Anyway, you can watch the video at your own leisure. And on green screen, you'll notice too. So everything's working out really well for our first Zoom. That's kind of what I was hoping for. It's all good. When we get into our lab, as mentioned, I'm hoping even if we're kind of cutting out a bit, we can maybe take in the most important. I am recording all this as well. Not that I want you to also go back and rewatch everything. That's the whole point. You got up at 8:30 this morning to come to class, so you didn't have to do that. So anyway, moving on. Welcome. Yeah, your course outline is right here for you. So you should all have something like this in each of your courses somewhere within it. This is kind of one of those, I think we mentioned this last semester, government, how do we hit the government standard? Because they want to know, right, that you guys are getting what you need. And so this is here for you, okay? I think, yeah, that's golden, yeah? I have a ton of resources for you, yay! So if you guys, let's start there at home, right? We have announcements, which is right here. And if you guys click on the announcements button with me, and maybe you have me just minimized up to the left. Again, I'm hoping I'm not cutting in and out too solid for you guys. I reset my internet last night. I don't know. So announcements are here. You'll find that in your home screen, you'll get your announcements right on top. So anything that came up in the day, or whatever it was, right when you log into the VDF class, it's going to be like, oh, cool, whatever it may be. So these can be closed, I think, maybe not. And I may just, because we don't want this to take up the whole screen, but I guess at the end of the day, once you watch my video or don't, I'm nothing, it's not earth shattering by any means. It's just a welcome. So once you have this checked out, this will just slowly start, just like our newsfeed, right? Same deal. Yeah, that's right. So guys, get Uber Eats. Yeah, Timmy's. Ask them not to put a lid on it, apparently. I don't know. That's what they said, right? Because then it's one less thing people would, I don't know. Anyway, we have a few people from Tim Hortons here. So, hey, welcome, guys. Thank you for working at Timmy's. You're supplying the world with caffeine, and that's a great thing. Moving on. What do we got? Announcements. Yes, that's that. Modules. This is great. Everybody's one-stop shop. Woo! Oh my goodness, I love this canvas. So this is your weekly break, basically, guys, okay? Sorry, I say guys, another thing I want to apologize for. I'm trying to get out of the habit. It's we all and everyone. Ugh, I don't mean to do that. I'm trying to get out of that habit, so I do apologize. So every time I say guys, I do not mean to. Anyway, it's all good. Hopefully, I'm gonna get better at that. So netiquette is important, yes. And there we go. What is netiquette? Yeah, it's just like Vampa. Yeah, anybody? Hotel Transylvania? Yeah. So come on, man. So online etiquette, yes. I don't need to go over, I don't think, with any of you guys, honestly. Integrity is a solid thing, right? As per our policies, which is there. Responsibility, understanding, respect, and patience. So our typical 4 general common sense nicenesses. Yeah. Of course, this is related to online. Hey, right? It transfers over. So that's that. If you want to read it in greater detail, please do. I don't need to speak to anybody here. We're all adults, but worth a shout out, and just so that this is here for you. If there's any question of what, and dare I say, the very last one, given my internet connection, may require a little bit more today. And I'm hoping that we'll get through this without issue, as little issue as possible. Yes, that's right. Exactly. But, and that's the thing. I mean it as non-conforming at all. That's 100% how I encompassed. But it's not, again, it's just not. Anyway, it's all good. It can be triggering. And so I apologize for it. Because it's one of those things, again, I'm aware of. So just so we know. Anyway, so that's that. Pages, guys, is you won't see pages here. That's for, you'll notice here on the right side, you'll have, and actually, let me do this. I'm going to go into student view because you don't need to see everything that's here. We give you what you need to see. And we'll try to make it, again, a little easier on us so that it's not overwhelming. And sorry, where are we? Student view. There we go. So I can preview this just like you guys are, and probably where I should have started. Again, I'm just getting used to this stuff too, and being our first Zoom together. So this is what we see, right? And you guys are like, oh my gosh, where were those freaking sidebars? Why were there so many things? That's my bad. So this is what we should have. Announcements. So sorry, modules. We went over netiquette. If you guys want to click in there, you'll find that you have a little arrow. All right. And the arrow here, if you scroll down, is a next, right? And we can just quickly navigate through each page as we go. Just like in eLearn, they have that little arrow. And this is the same deal. And I can just hit next, and we can check out the next one. Yay. Resources, general resources. So gave you a few cool things here. I can add to this, actually. I've got tons of resources. I just, many of these things are, of course, from, yeah, from the previous class. You'll notice the VDF here. Oh my goodness. And hopefully you guys can get these things open. These are shortcuts, all right? I gave you, again, a few examples of the shortcuts for you. So have a look at it. There we go. Okay. We'll go over these together today quite a bit. I'm in great detail. You guys know I love my shortcuts. It's the greatest thing about being proficient, right? If we can master those shortcuts, I promise we are going to increase our workflow, increase our work productivity. Additional resources here. This is a great one. This is a more in-depth. If you want to download this, you can find this up on the Adobe site. But this one's awesome and has absolutely everything you're going to want to know. At the end of the day, you guys know from CAB class and others, you hover over top of a button or you go into the button and it shows you what the short key is, right? So we already know. That being said, not everything has a short key. I'm sure you found that out. But it's all good. The ones that we need to know, we're going to go over today, and we've gone over in the past. There's a direct link as well to that. This is a cool one. And we won't be touching on some of these things, but I came across this actually just recently, and there was a few, there's one in here that I was like, oh my goodness, that is freaking amazing. And it's, yeah, with the swapping colors we're going to look at together. This one we did last semester with the repeat command D. Remember that? Global color is a great thing. You guys might be going, what the heck is this stuff? Go ahead and, investigate. We're not going to, this is more of an advanced palette in some cases, but at the end, this is kind of really freaking cool. This allows, I didn't have no idea you could do this. And maybe this is, I don't know that this is Illustrator specific. We'll give it a try in class in the lab. But if you hold the shift key with the eyedropper down, you can literally go up and eyedrop a part of your screen. I was like, what? This is freaking amazing. This is a really neat one, and I didn't know this as well, is if you hold the shift key and you click on this color bar, it'll actually swap between CMYK, RGB. Yeah, that was cool. Anyway, we're gonna work in CMYK, but I was just like, these little fun tips and tricks are great. So have that. Again, we're not gonna get into those advanced ones with the graphic styles and so on. We will next semester, if I have you for, I think I have you for branding. Yeah, next semester, maybe, we'll see. Again, no crystal balls here, but from what I've been told, that's a possibility. Design principles, guys, this is our crap. And then actually it's more our overall design principles. Right, and so you guys can have a look at that. Points to inches is good, right? We went over that in GDF class. And then submission of assignments, okay? Pretty straightforward. So the submission of assignments, guys, is just a matter of how to put your name on an assignment. So I'm not, you can look at that at your leisure, okay? We're gonna get there together, so no stress, all right? So shape, line, size, color, value, texture. Okay, and then design principles here. We looked at the basic ones, the crap principles, right? And then, so these are your overall design elements. A little different, but again, all related to the crap in some way. Yeah, you guys are like, yeah, crap, all right. So, awesome, awesome. Monitors, yes, we're gonna get there. Cheat sheet, yes. You guys shooting out a cheat sheet, or maybe that was a huge thanks to me. I'm not sure. Yeah, so use that use that cheat sheet. If you guys have any other resources that you love and you'd like to share, send them my way. I love that, right? It's a community. We're here to share, right? So don't that's what, again, we have Facebook as well, and don't feel like the more we can learn, the better we can be at things. That's golden. Right? We're always learning. I know I am, for sure. So, and we all are, yeah. So let's go. Next one, Canvas, yes? You guys are like, yeah, we're in it. Okay, so this is your pulse. So if you haven't done it yet, this is really neat. If you click on this link and go to, it'll take you to the App Store. It'll open up the Canvas. And then it will give you a QRC code. Yes. And so what you can do, maybe you can see me in your thing. You take your phone, you go on to Play Store or whatever it is, your app store, and then it'll ask you for a QRC code, and you just have to go whoop. Instantaneously, once you click on the QRC code, Canvas is loaded into your phone with your data and everything you need. Amazing, guys. We have Sam set up last semester, and maybe we had Pulse set up last semester. This is golden. Okay, so again, we're at Boston Pizza having a pint. We can now check out, or maybe, oh no shit, I'm having a chicken wing and my assignment was due in a minute because I happen to be, okay, maybe we're not at Boston Pizza. This is COVID-19, but you guys get the idea, right? Maybe we're in the back by the bonfire and don't want to go into our computer to hand an assignment, but we know we have it done. So anyway, you guys get the idea. Okay. So that's there for you. Amazing resource, I think. Utilize it if you could, or not. It's all good. Our student training, as mentioned, I gave you another one, Passport. There's a 2-minute video I did up quickly. I already did that in the beginning of class. But if you want to check out, there's a video as well of me going through that process. And there's so many resources, everyone, that you can find on this Canvas system. So just if you want to learn more about it, again, we're going over what we need to know for today's class and going forward. The only thing I'm not going to cover off because it's not in here is quizzes. The quiz is a quiz, okay? I'm trying to think. You have Fareed, Cindy, Phil, myself. And I'm trying to think. I've done the Photoshop course, and I don't think, it has been a little while, but I don't think there are quizzes in that one. Cindy, I'm not sure about quizzes, and Fareed, I can't speak to. So I'm going to say, you may not even see a quiz this semester. It's a possibility. But I mean, quiz is a quiz. You go in and you follow the, that's what it is. So I gave you guys this, and maybe some of us checked it out. I apologize for the quality, but basically how to set up a second monitor. If you can afford it, please rock and roll. And you may have a smart TV at home and maybe you're using it now and you just plugged in your smart TV using an HDMI converter. Yeah. Or maybe I'm hoping, my hope was, and of course I didn't expect you guys needing to use an HDMI, but having one of these guys, and maybe you can see me in your little window or your window there, right? And then one of these guys is your universal. I gave you a link to that down here. Okay. Sorry, and then my mouse stopped working. That would do it. So if you guys can get a universal one, that way you can hook up your, your mouse and your HDMI, and then also if you have a Wacom tablet, etc., you can get everything plugged in, right? Which is golden. And now my mouse stopped working because that's the way today's going. Hey, there we go. Okay, so how to connect your MacBook is here as well. Nice video walkthrough. You may want to just start here. He's way more succinct. You don't need to come into my living room, but it's there for you. The ViewSonic is here. I don't know. I just picked a random one. Again, this is what, $80 or $90. If you don't have the money, I'm hoping we may have an old monitor kicking around somewhere that does have HDMI, or maybe the old school plug-in. But just remember the adapter, right? But I gave you links to Amazon. I don't know why, but why not? So there's this guy. This is the one I was talking about, the multifunctional, right? Because then we have our cards, yeah, that you can use if you're huge into photography. Those are handy. And then also for your HDMI cable, and then as mentioned, the one that I just showed you. Okay, cool. You don't need to, I'm not getting, I don't get kickbacks for any of these things. That I just went into Amazon and picked, right? The one that I kind of was like, oh, that's not too bad. What does this one cost? I don't use Amazon very much. Where is it? It's not in stock. Oh, there you go. That beautiful. Good job, Mitch. It's not available. So you're not buying that one. So, hey, I don't know. I do my best here. So connect to an iPhone or an iPad. Okay. So this more so, I guess you could use your iPad for your Zoom. And in that way you could have your iPad propped up beside you to watch me and then follow. I don't know. That'd be a real small screen as well. But at least it does afford you a full monitor for working. Yeah. And that's really what this is about. So if you don't want to do this, again, goodness me, it's not mandatory, but hey, I'm here to help you out. So hopefully that does help. All right, what else? Yay, Academic Advisor. So I can't stress this one out enough. We're going through some crazy times, as you know. If you need help, don't hesitate, okay? Meet Sue. Sue likes to jump and Sue likes to play. So I felt like this is my daughter's book here. So yes, how can she help, right? She can help you with all of your academic concerns, referrals. She can get you help where needed, okay? This is, again, given this crazy time that we're living in, if you're finding that you're stressed, if you're finding that you're drowning, please don't just drown, right? Come and see me. If you want to hang out on the Zoom after this is over, I will just hang out until everyone's gone, right? Of course, I'm going to end it. But if you would like to meet after class, let me know. Just send me an email and say, hey, Mitch, you know what? Can we just maybe set up either another Zoom to speak or whatever you'd like? But at the end of the day, Sue is the one that's going to make any of the changes for you. Check out your academic plan. Make sure you're successful. Okay. So if you're finding that there's one course you're not getting it, or you're struggling, reach out to Sue. Okay. Well, again, of course, reach out to your prospective professors. We're here, okay, to try to help. But if it's like one of those things where it's like, it's really, I just can't do this, as nothing, like if it's an external force and you're like, someone passes away, because it happens, especially given the time we're in, as mentioned. Oh my goodness. So don't hesitate. Get in touch with Sue. Let me know. Set up a Zoom with me. Stay there after class and let's chat. Make sure you do let me know that you'd like to stay after class, and that way I'll just kind of stay on. That way I'm not gonna, stay on if nobody, because yeah, you guys have things to do. And we might want to get back at life in general terms. So there she is. Oh, beautiful. Hey, hi, Sue. So super awesome girl, super awesome lady. So give her an email if you need anything. And then I posted this as well. We all need someone to talk to. Yes. Oh my goodness, my wife is amazing. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, coffee break. 40 minutes in. So, in all seriousness, sorry, that was a bad timing. Talk to somebody, right? And if you don't feel comfortable talking to Nana about it, I respect that. Okay, but that's there for you. Take advantage of it if needed. And again, I can't stress enough: no judgment, no shame. Okay, please, just if you need it. All right. You guys probably recognize this, and you're probably going, oh my gosh, not Clockify. Yes, Clockify. You'll notice in bold, aside from getting paid, because that's really what this is for. And I promise this isn't a make work project. And some of you, I'm hoping we understand the value of it. But I get it. Some of us might be like, oh, Clockify, this is such a pain in my arse. I know, right? I understand it. And it may be a pain in the arse until we get used to using it. It's just like anything, right? When I first started using my Wacom tablet, or you first start using your mouse for the first time, it's irritating. It's frustrating. You're not used to it. This is one of those professional things that I'm hoping we can get into that habit of doing through practice. It's not part of this course. You may not even find it in any of the courses throughout this semester, but I would highly recommend we continue to try to use it to log your time. Okay. As mentioned, if there was ever a professional development thing that you're going to get here that you may not, right, on Lynda or any of those other things, it's about that professional etiquette, that professional, these things that we can share to you that we have gone through, right? That's what it's all about, these experiences, right? And that's where this professional skill, and I just had fun. I get it. Mentioning we just had like Netflix and YouTube and videos and Minecraft, and I know Minecraft. I don't know if anyone plays that anymore. My daughter does, but right, everything's just a click away now, right? We don't have to be in class. So if there's ever a time that we need to be focused on time management, it's going to be through this year, this semester, and even leading into September. Okay, because this is one of those things where and I tell you, whether I was at Adidas, whether I was at Richter Web Printing, whether I was at working at the mall, everything that I worked at in any job that I did, I had to account for my time, right? And one of them, I had to literally punch a card. Saxon Athletic, Adidas, it used to be Adidas, sorry. I would have ka-chunk, right? It was Saxon, right? So it was a family-owned company before we were bought. But yeah, they had the old like Fred Flintstone, like, well, it wasn't a stone card, but right. And we would go chunk and we would log in. Yes, we did that. I mean, that was logging in, but then once we get there, everything is logged on the computer, right? So getting into this job, anyway, I know I'm overstating it. You guys understand the value, I hope. But I just wanted to reiterate it. And since it's not part of the course curriculum, this course, I'm hoping that we can utilize it, just practice it, okay? There's a video done up by a fellow colleague. Mike is an amazing guy. You guys will get to know him next year, I guess, in September. Fantastic, okay? Super, super great guy. And he's in a rock and roll band. That matters. So quick view on assignments. This is what we're doing, guys. Exercise 1, exercise 2, Angry Bird, yeah? Angry Bird 2, okay? Exercise 3, monster button, and then monster package. Woo, yeah, fun stuff. So these guys, the first ones are going to be really, really straightforward and simple. Probably get through these exercises, both of these exercises, maybe today. Again, with all of this talking going on, I do apologize, but we'll see how that goes. We may just play it by ear and do one at a time, but I did give you the other exercise to do as well, and they're basically identical minus a few things. But we did quite a bit together. And remember last semester I mentioned to each of you that my hope in CAB class, even though we were doing some advanced stuff, was just, I was giving you advanced stuff, hoping that we were going to get excited and we want to hang on and keep going with some of these programs. That was the point of it, right? And I did mention last semester, when you get into this class and the Photoshop and so on, they're going to take a step back, right? Because they want to get that foundation. They want to go back and make sure that we're reinforcing all that stuff. So I wanted to just call that out to all of you. Not, again, one of those things, just stick with it. I promise we'll still have, these are good, they're solid exercises. We'll have a good time with them. But don't get like, oh man, this is kind of like, we already did this stuff. I get it. You're going to do a lot of the things that we do over and over and over and over and over again. Right. And not only that, again, this is first week, and these two exercises, although fairly simple, they're going to give us a nice brush up on our skills. Okay. Overall. We're going to spend a lot of, I say a lot of time. We're going to spend some time in Illustrator. Maybe after I get through these resources, I will check out all the chats, maybe answer any questions. Maybe we can take a 10-minute break because you've listened to me talk for so long. And then we'll get into it. Again, hopefully I'm not cutting out too much. We've got student handbook here, fill your boots. Yeah. So we went over that. If you guys need anything specifically. Yeah, sorry, Brenson. You good?
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry. So I'm just going to, here we go. And you've seen this front page. I just like to have things in multiple areas, right? It's good to have things more than once because like we know, we get told once and it's like, what? Sorry, I didn't get that. And having it in multiple places, this is the same one that's on the homepage, but I like to bring things forward for you. Okay, so there it is there. Yay, and this is where we are. So our Zoom meetings, guys, sorry, everyone, this is where we're gonna find our everything, yeah? So I'm going to post 3-4 videos up here on after each class, okay? This, of course, will be the first video. Will be about 40 minutes long. Oh my goodness. So if you didn't make it to class, I think there's like 35 of us on here, which is amazing. I think we've got pretty much almost everyone, which is fantastic. Thank you for joining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this one, intro, course information, etc. And then I'll do another video and maybe break it down into a few digestible bits because again, whether we stop, rewind, I think it's nice that it's kind of like 20 minutes is a little less daunting than looking at a video that's an hour and a half, as we know. So I will do my best to kind of just keep it at a manageable size. Again, even for a welcome course information, that's 40-minute video, and whoever's not here is kind of like, I'm not going to look at that. But it's what it is. And how I'm going to kind of, so if you do miss a class is what I'm kind of getting at, this is where we want to be. Okay. And so if we just take a step back, you'll notice at the very first week of each of these classes, I have a Zoom meeting video, the date, walkthroughs, and info. Okay. So if you missed a class, this is where you want to be. You're going to go in here. You can then watch the tutorials that I'm doing with you right now. As you know, I'm recording the screen, right? Sorry, if you guys want to throw a chat out, did anyone get a, you are being recorded and you have to click a button to say that you're good with that? Okay, cool. Awesome. So we all got that, right? So you guys are officially, yeah, you guys are officially, hey, I don't know. I can do whatever the heck I want. I do what I want. So anyway. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. Sun can't shine every day. Anybody? Mike, who is that? Anybody? Come on. Classic Canadian band. No, not Drake. Anyway, you guys are like, what are you talking about? We're good. So guys, we're about 45 minutes in. Okay. As mentioned, I would say maybe 20-minute lecture at the most in general terms. Then we'll get into the program. These first classes, we can have a look, but let's just take maybe, 10 minutes. Everyone can get a coffee if they didn't. Again, you guys had to listen to me for 45 minutes. I'm hoping that you found that fairly useful and fairly straightforward. Sorry, let me just do a quick overview so I can include that into this video as well. So all of your information is here. I will go over this again, but more so what I meant by that is Canvas stuff. So assignments, if you want to click on that, everybody, Dropboxes, okay? Amazing. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let's try this. I'm gonna stop the video, and I do apologize. You're going to get another thing that says you're being recorded again. Are you okay with that? And that's a little irritating, but I just find that way I'm going to be able to again break this down into smaller bits.